it's Liz from Old Stables Crafts. How are you today? I'm just checking that everything is in order. It's taking a little while. Oh no, there it is. Yes, we are live. So, an unplanned live. Just to say, sorry that I was missing in action last week. My shoulder is a lot better, but it's a tiny little bit just in there that is... Hello, Claire. It's just in there. And apparently it's a strain, not a tear or anything more serious than that. So long as I'm careful with it, it should just get better of its own accord. So I was back at the gym on this morning. And yeah, anyway. So I have got things in a slightly odd order for us to go through them because I'd unboxed everything last week. So I am going to look at things, as I say, in a slightly odd order. Hello, Jessie. Not seriously odd, but just a little odd. So I got one embossing folder because in Europe 3 of them are delayed. They should be in hopefully sometime this week, so I can pop those onto another order. So I have got the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder, which I think is part of the Berry Christmas suite. I can't remember, sorry. So that's the only embossing folder. Oh no, it's not the only embossing folder I've got. I've also got, but haven't unpacked, the Cheery Patterns embossing folders. Hello, Carol, which are for the mini. They are not 3D. So we've got, oh, it would help, of course, if I flipped the camera down, wouldn't it? Ah! So I'll show you the embossing folder again. So this is, and I'll put the other light on as well. I'm just not in practice, am I? So I've got the Snowflake Sky embossing folder, which you can now see. So it's similar to one we had, gosh, I think the year I joined, so 7 years ago, which had just dots that faded out. This has got snowflakes as well. Hello, Judith. Hello, Deborah from Michigan. But yeah, so that's that one. Then the Cheery Patterns, which are for the mini cut and emboss. These are not 3D. These are standard embossing folders. So we've got this kind of wavy dots and dashes, and then hand-drawn circles. So that is those. Let's get rid of the rubbish in the process. So I'm doing these in alphabetical order because I'd already sorted them out. So Autumn Leaves, which is a $1 Million Achiever set. It is basically what it says. Hello, Inika. So yes, it's Autumn Leaves. It's photopolymer. I think these are distinctive. The pictures on the outside are much smaller than the actual stamps, and we've got I'm thankful with a grateful heart. Autumn, yes, autumn, not fall. Autumn teaches us change can be beautiful. For all you do today and every day, to have you as my friend. And then lots of dies for both the stamps and for individual leaves as well. We've got dots and dashes, or rather dots. We've got some frames, even a little slither of a frame there. So really, really lovely for autumn. Now, part of this suite, I'm not going to remember all of the suites, so I apologise, but part of this suite is the paper and the ribbon, which I haven't opened. Where are my snips? I've had a tidy up, which is always fatal. There they are. So we've got copper and, what do we call it? Copper and natural ribbon combo pack. I'll bring my bin under my desk because there's going to be a lot of putting stuff in the bin. So this is, I want to say, an inch wide. Yes, it's an inch wide. You get 5 yards of each. So we've got an inch wide and then this gorgeous copper. Stunning. Does the UK not do fall? No, Jessie, we do autumn. It is not fall, it is autumn. So when it all says fall, we kind of go, no, not fall, please, not fall. So yes, autumn is, we're happy if we have autumn. Yeah, I suppose it's fall because the leaves fall. I don't know. Just sounds really odd to an English ear. Paper, 6 by 6. There's copper foiling on one side. Now these are photorealistic, as in they are photos. I think you're either a photorealistic or you're not. I love photorealistic, but even if you don't, the reverse of these is gorgeous. So we've got copper foil there, but that is just, that's an instant card or scrapbook page. And this looks like a jumper. It's knitting with more foiling on the back. The colours are Cajun Craze, Copper Clay, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Moody Mauve, Mossy Meadow, Pretty Peacock, Pumpkin Pie and Very Vanilla. So again, another autumnal scene and beautiful foiling. Wood pattern, I can never, I always love a wood pattern. And then Moody Mauve with copper is it really works. So this is an overhead shot of autumn colours with Mossy Meadow and copper. Hello Kay, it's getting better. It would probably get better quicker if I didn't continue to go to the gym, but I've been told that so long as I'm careful I can continue. It's just a very small strain. It's a tiny little muscle and it hurt a lot. Again, copper foiling. Pumpkins, but not Halloweeny. And again, more copper foil. Bookcases. More copper foil. Autumn leaves. More copper. This one's a bit weird. It's a leather seat of some description with more copper foil. Beautiful autumn leaves. Copper foil. And again, books with copper foil. So that's the autumn, sorry, all about autumn paper. Now I will be doing product shares. I've done the maths, I just need to do the what images, that's what I'm thinking about. Oh, Inika, absolutely. The difference between American English and British English, as I think it was Oscar Wilde said, two nations separated by the same language. But I love this, just saying, love it. Right, so that's that. We've gone one whole thing. Bag of bones. Now, who would think that the bag of bones, so Europe is not big on Halloween. Bag of bones, out of stock. Just saying. So Bag of Bones stamp set, which is photopolymer. Lots of stamps. Happy Halloween, no bones about it. You're a sweet friend. Bonjour. I'd love to know what the French of that says. Probably the same, but how do you... But bone isn't bone in French. Anyway, boo to you. Eat, shriek, and be scary. And then we've got a cat, a dog... and then skeletons, human skeletons with a hat and a French beret and moustache. I mean, it is very cute. There's bats, flowers, all sorts, hearts. And then the die set, which goes with the paper. So let me grab that. Oh, where have you gone? I know you're here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Because it doesn't instantly shout Halloween, which is no bad thing. Oh, I gave Mia a scare last Tuesday. I have to say, it was so painful. I got into the car and I couldn't actually, fortunately it's an electric car so it doesn't have gears, but being a right-hand drive, because we drive on the correct side of the road, which is the left, I found it almost impossible, even with a light steering wheel. I could hardly turn the steering wheel. Oh, I don't need that anymore, do I? Get rid of that. So this is the paper which goes with the die set. So think of these mausoleums, and you can make all sorts of characters with the dies and the stamp set. And yes, there is a cat and a dog to put your skeleton on. French and Germans celebrate Halloween. We celebrate it. It's just not as big as I think it is in the States. So let's do colours. Basic black, Cajun craze, pumpkin pie and starry sky. So it's a very limited colour range. So we've got bats and moons, but on the reverse we've got a very usable everyday pattern like that. Now this looks like a houndstooth pattern, but it's got bats' faces on it. But this is where, so this is the same, it's one of those ones you cut it there. But these, let's see, this, no, not that one. This one definitely is a die. I don't think the others are, but this one is a die. And there's a picket fence and all sorts. Bones, skeletons, plaid, lots of headstones, skeletons with a houndstooth that is usable for every day. And then we've got boo, eek across with this cut apart, which is like the daisy cut apart. It's going to be fun when I come to cut this for product share. I think I'm just going to go down the middle, so the boo will just be cut in half, sorry. But yeah, then at least you've got those bits, depending on which side you end up with. So that's the bones, and it's called Them Bones, the paper. So that's Them Bones that goes with this. And also in this suite is oh, I'm glad you're feeling a bit better, Inika. So to go with these, we have, and this is going to look like absolutely nothing. However, I'll show you anyway. Where's the other bit? We have, no, where? There we are. Glow in the dark ghosts and bats, and they're a bit pearlescent. So I don't think they have to just glow in the dark. Do not ingest or inhale is a scary thought. Can you see that they're a bit pearlescent? Not really. Anyway, they glow in the dark. And the paper is also glow in the dark, so you could die cut your bones and pop them onto a card, and then at night they are going to glow in the dark. And you get, I think, 6 sheets. 8 sheets. There's definitely a texture to it, but obviously I can't show you that it glows in the dark because I've got lights on. And if it was dark, you wouldn't be able to see anyway. So that's those. So that's Halloween. Tick. Just try and put everything back in vague alphabetical order. Right, very cute. So stamp set and punch. So the punch does this bear here, so it's obviously bigger inside. Photopolymer, always like photopolymer. So we've got Christmas is better together, Merry Christmas and warm wishes, and you can put patterns onto your presents and you can build your tree, and he's got a little hat and a scarf and there's snowflakes, so that's really, really cute. I think with that we get the sparkle ribbon. I think this goes with that suite. I do not have a catalogue open in here. So this is Balmy Blue, and it's velvet, but it's got silver sparkle in it. So some of the velvet is silver. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. It's lovely and icy. If you're going to have sparkle and stuff, you might as well make sure it's icy. Right, so that can go there. I think blooming pearls don't go with it. Oh, I think it's this that goes with it, which is the adhesive back glitter sequins. So they are glitter, and they come in, I want to say, balmy blue, granny apple green, white. But let's get the paper and just check. Balmy blue, crumb cake, crushed curry, flirty flamingo, lemon lolly, misty moonlight, mossy meadow, night of navy, old olive, pecan pie, real red, and vanilla. So let's have a look at this. I will get rid of the stamp set and punch before I get too carried away with this. So does this feel like it goes with... not sure if the sequins go with it or not. Oh, that's a good idea, Kay. Yes. Die cut it and put it on the... so this is the glow in the dark. In fact, you could use it with the Reach for the Stars suite with the planets. That would be great. Ooh, I'm liking that idea a lot. Right, okay, so we've got zigzag, which is Christmassy because there's little Christmassy trees there, and sort of asterisks, which are snowflakes. Lots of presents. Bear prints with presents. So sweet. And deer. That looks like deer. Snowflake on the reverse. Christmas trees with, bears and little bears and Christmas trees, and it's blowing a bit of a hooligan. That's the same. So these are the deer and the reindeer that go with the footprints. Really cute. Oh, and a fox and an otter, or is it a seal? I think it's a seal. Really cute. Like that a lot. With this is a very similar but not the same pattern as this, but it's the same style. Little asterisk snowflakes. Blue. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Going to have to pull this out. If anyone has gone whale watching, I think you might want this just for the paper, just for this sheet. Oh, except it's polar bears, but how cute is that? It's so cute. I have to say it's going to be interesting to make cards out of, but it is very cute. And then, as I say, the asterisks on the reverse, and then, oop, come on, go back in, please, please, pretty please. And then this is the one on the last one, which has got the blue version of that same sort of feel of paper. But I do love the idea of that glow-in-the-dark paper on a child's ceiling, cut with stars and things. Brilliant idea. Right, okay, next up, Cheers to the Season. It's a red rubber, distinctive, really quick, simple. Just remember not to have a newly inked ink stamp. Lovely. So that's going to be really quick to use. Then we've got Christmas Classics. So Season's Greetings, Christmas, Peace on Earth, Tidings of Comfort and Joy, Deck the Halls, Happy Merry Wishes Holiday to You and Yours, and then bits. So you can have either Happy or Merry Christmas. There is a debate in the UK as to which is correct, and it really depends on where in the UK you are. You ordered the Berry Christmas suite. Do all the polar bear things. Don't know how I'll use it yet, but it's supposed to be here Thursday. Whoa! And hi from Kansas. Whoa! With you on Thursday. Yay! Not long. So, yes, so this is going to be a really good what I would call a basic, if you want Christmas greetings, good one to go for. It's photopolymer, you can always tell because it's got thing on the back, and these are the size that they come out. So that's that. Oh, Festive and Fun. Now, okay, you're going to have to colour it. Well, actually, you don't have to colour them, but I like a bit of colouring. So for me, these are really fun. We've got a rhino, moose, beaver, and a giraffe. And I think, as I say, I think it's just fun. Oh, and a little birdie. Lots of birdies, in fact. This bird stands on its own. So we've got a little something for you with lots of love from me. Happy Christmas wishes. May your season be one that's festive and fun. And I think, as I say, it's just fun. So that's polar bears. Excellent. Yes. Right, next up, Forever Forest. I think, oh, hang on, Christmas Classics dies. Let me go back one. So with the Christmas Classics, we've got the frames, that's right. We've got two frames with bits, adornments. We've got a holly leaf, which is standalone. We've got a die for this. We've got a die for this and for the holly berries, and then some standalone foliage, which is always good. So yeah, that goes with the Christmas Classics. Oh, and while I catch up alphabetically with my dies, I've put everything in alphabetical order in some vague hope that it might all remind me to look. Deckled circle dies, really well hidden in the catalogue. Look at them all! There's one, oh, well, it'll tell me on the front. There are 14 dies. The largest one, interestingly, is not a circle. It's 17 by 16.5 centimetres, or 6 3/4 by 7.5 inches. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought a circle was, you know, the same size in all directions. Oh, so much of the paper is too cute to cut up, Inika. It's, yeah. Anyway, so deckled circle dies, really well hidden, but really useful. So that goes obviously with the deckled rectangles that we've got. Right, so Christmas Classic we have done. And Forever Forest dies go with the Forever Forest stamp set. So we've got mountains that emboss. We've got die for this. We've got a die for this. We've got a die for this. We've got moons and stars and clouds and boulders and standalone trees and mountains and lots of fun. So that's the dies, and we've got snow and all those good things. So it's red rubber. You can get your daubers out and put different colours on your trees. You'll have great fun with that. So that's that one. Now, Fragrant Forest is a background stamp, so it's one stamp, but it does this kind of when I used to go skiing, we skied in it was called I want to say it was the Apache Run. Anyway, it was in Courchevel, and there was a ski slope that was a really lovely ski slope with a kind of, you could swoosh from side to side, and it reminds me of that. Oh, the circle dies are definitely a must. Right, so that's that. Gift of Giving. Again, it's a standalone red rubber set. So we've got 2 gifts from Santa Claus. Have a cup of cheer. Now, again, we have a debate in the UK whether it's Santa Claus or Father Christmas. Actually, it's both. Again, either works. But a little bit of mistletoe. I can see fussy cutting. I can see lots of fun with that. So that's that one. Graceful Deer is another background stamp, so it's one. Well, actually, I say it's a background stamp. It actually isn't solid, so you do you do break it out, but it is in effect a background stamp. So if you want quick Christmas cards and you have a stamp platform like the Stamparatus we used to have, this would be a great way to get lots of cards done quickly. But really lovely. This is 85% of the size. This is the full size. So it would go, let me find a card base. So this is a card base. Let's see. It would fit, obviously you'd fold it at the top. Well, I say obviously, I would. It fits an A6 card front. So it's certainly good for the UK or everywhere other than the United States, and I would imagine, or North America, and I would imagine it works for North America as well. So that's Graceful Deer. Then Jolly Words, red rubber. So we've got Ho 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 with Santa and the reindeer. We've got Joy with elves and a wreath, and then we've got 'Tis the Season. So again, quick cards. If you want to colour, you can colour, but you don't have to. I need to get the Graceful Deer stamp. It's just beautiful, Kay. So that's that. Then Joy of Noel is photopolymer. The images are bigger, so this is the actual size, back to front. So we've got holly and fern and berries again. This you could make into a garland, I'm sure, or a, what's the word I'm looking for, wreath. This looks like knitting. We've got individual leaves, individual berries, making spirits bright, joyous, Noel, with and without the umlaut, depending on whether you want the umlaut or not. Die, 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 die. So you can actually, if you don't want your Noel to be in a square, you can then die cut it and have it spread out. So don't think it's only a square. So that's Joy of Noel. Oh, I know what else I needed to show you, which is berry, or berry, should say, because I got the Memories and More. So let's open these. These are the note cards and envelopes. I just did a class for Christmas cards with the online special, the One Horse Open Sleigh, using Memories and More cards. Worked really, really well. So the envelopes are 4 different patterns. So we've got, 3 different patterns, because they've got a pattern inside as well. So that then has the blue on the inside, and it goes all the way through. So if you wanted to do some surgery, you could. And the outside has snowflakes. So this, you can see that pattern in the paper, and again it's got red on the inside. So those are the envelopes, and these are the note cards. Again, what I would do is I would get some ordinary Memories and More and cut these. I mean, you could actually just use A4 paper and cut these down to cover the card front, but you've got those and you've got these. So you could get lots and lots and lots and just add some extra Memories and More cards to, or A4 card to stretch it a bit. Then the cards themselves. So if you need quick cards, this is the way to go. Cut the envelopes and use them as DSP. Absolutely, Inika. So we've got, how many have we got? Doesn't tell us. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Apparently we have one kit. Just doesn't say what that is. So the colours are the same as the paper, obviously. So we've got Season's Greetings with trees and bears on the back. So there's quite a lot of repetition, which when you're doing Christmas cards is good. Merry Christmas with presents on the back. Christmas is Better Together. Oh, they're so cute. With snowflakes on the back. Then we've got sticker sheets. Warm and Cozy, Joy, Merry Christmas. So we've got 2 of that one. Christmas is Better Together, Let It Snow for You, Warm Wishes with Love. 2 of that one. So those are the 4x6. And then the 4x3, we've got Give the Gift of Christmas Cheer. 6 again with that pattern on the back. Wishing You the Best This Season with North Pole Notes. So this is where the memories bit comes in. Let It Snow with those footprints and parcels. Did I say 6? Yeah, it is 6. With more parcels on the back. May Your Christmas Be Cozy with Christmas trees and some journaling space. Good Tidings and Warm Wishes with more journaling space. That pattern with more journaling space. So it really is memories and more. So you can either use it for cards or memory keeping. I swear every year that I'm going to keep my December daily and always fail. But you never know. Right, okay, so Joy to You, basic solid die images. They're slightly bigger than this. Red rubber. So we've got Peace and Joy to You and Yours, sending good tidings in this season of cheer. May your Christmas be merry and bright, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. So really, again, really easy to use. Rectangle dies and some DSP and you're good to go. Magical Meadow has dies. So we've got, these are 80% size. I'll show you the full size in a minute. The colder weather brings us together. May this season of sparkle bring joy and delight. Winter wishes. These lovely images. And this is a suite. So Magical Meadow dies. We've got a die for that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Dies for everything. And then some extra ones left over. So including a snowflake embossing die. So that's the dies. And I think, I'm not sure which ribbon goes with it, but we'll have a look at those in a moment. The paper is this, which is the Winter Meadow 12x12. It's black, blueberry bushel, garden green, lost lagoon, misty moonlight, moody mauve, pebbled path, pretty peacock, shaded spruce and smoky slate. And it's gorgeous. It's stunning. Inner collects the M&M. So this is like a frosty background. So this is more winter, not Christmas. So frost with images of Christmas type trees, so pine trees. Oh, beautiful. Oh, how gorgeous is this? More of that frost, but this time in smoky slate with those lovely, I think I'm in love with the paper. Pretty peacock or lost lagoon or both with these lovely berries. This is pebble path because it's that soft grey. Oh, and this is one of those ones where you cut it and you get 6 cards. And we've got deer down here, but it's like a slight image of, rather than in your face. More frost on this. Yeah, I can see that working for card fronts. I think I'd probably cut it this way. Don't know. Because it's not, this isn't the same as this. it's different. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful paper. White ribbon with the silver edge goes with this sweet. Thank you. White ribbon with the silver edge. Sheer ribbon. As opposed to the iridescent ribbon, because there's an iridescent ribbon as well. No idea what you'll go with. Had I kept my order form, I ordered everything in order, as it were. Oh, this is beautiful. It's almost not there. I mean, it's just, Auntie Betty Bo, it's ethereal, I think is the word I'm looking for. And I think the whole suite has that ethereal, frosty morning, ice on cobwebs kind of feel to it. It's, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Not sure that we've got an embellishment. Oh, maybe these. Faceted Gems trio. We've had faceted gems before. These look like Pebble Path and Lost Lagoon, and so I think those probably go with it. But it's just beautiful. I'm in love. I'm in love with ribbon, and I'm in love with paper. Right, so that's Magical Meadow. And next up, we've got Medley Mix. Now this goes with the punches that we've already got that I can't see instantly. That's because they're here. In fact, I only ordered these recently, so they go with these punches. So they're inked and tiled. So that was why I bought this, because I just bought these. So we've got, this is quite small. These are full size. Yes. So congratulations, hello friend, happy birthday, thanks. So it's not Christmas. It's just, you know, whatever you want. And they go with punches that you may already have. We've got stitching. It's really quite a fun little set, particularly if you already have the punches, which clearly I do and clearly I haven't used yet. Miriam Bright, we have dies. So we've got light bulbs, different light bulbs. So you've got two styles of light bulb. We've got light bulbs on a string. We've got the tops for the baubles. We've got these stringy bits, heart, just loopy loops, starburst, which would go in your, so those just cut the slits, so those would go in your bulb twice, star. So really fun. That's a small mug. If you want small mugs, they've got small mugs as well. I don't know. So, but yes, that could be a small mug. Anyway, to you and yours, have a Merry Christmas and bright. Oh, what fun, holly jolly. Santa was here and love. So you can have happy or Merry Christmas. Up to you. And we have paper that goes with. And I think that's what these go with, which is the iridescent adhesive backed discs. Which are these, which are basically exactly what they say they are. And I'm guessing therefore this is where the iridescent ribbon goes. Come on, back you go. So if you are not a demonstrator and you're feeling terribly tempted, do remember that you can join in August and put items from the new catalogue in your starter kit, up to £130 or €175. So this is iridescent ribbon. Yes, it's catching the iridescent. 1/2 inch wide. So that's that. And let's get the paper, which is this, called Merry bold and bright. It's blueberry bushel, crushed curry, floaty flamingo, granny apple green, lemon lime twist, melon mambo, pool party, poppy parade, and shaded spruce. So let's have a little look. So, ooh, and I think this has the foil that goes with it. So we've got little Christmas trees, very bold stripes, but generic, not Christmas. Triangles and stars, which they kind of invoke Christmas because it's like the star is on top of this red tree. But dots, generic. Stars can be generic, diagonal, generic. Fa la la, obviously Christmas, but dots, not. Wow, that's bright. Red and melon mambo. Which red? Poppy parade and melon mambo. Whoa! And then we've got dots with strings of lights, but a lot of what I would call generic patterns. Oh, Inika, absolutely. I mean, it's really clever that they've done that because obviously people are going to go, wasn't sure about just the one thing with the punches, but now I can have two stamps with the punches. So yeah, I would say they weren't born yesterday. Going with, and I mean that in the nicest sense, going with that, we have melon mambo and granny apple green foil. Please put your sunglasses on now. You get 4 sheets, 2 of each. Have you got your sunglasses on? Because they are very bright. So this is the granny apple green, and this obviously is the melon mambo. They are beautiful. 2 sheets of each. So that's those. We'll go with that. Right, where are we? Modern Garden. Why did I think that had... It does. Knew it was a bundle. It's because this is the punch that goes with it, and it's this kind of oval rectangle, if you can have an oval rectangle. So it's a rounded end rectangle. These are 2-step stamps. They're photopolymer. They're larger than the image on the front. We've got enjoy your special day, best wishes for a fun-filled future together, wishing you the warm blessings of Christmas, it's your birthday. Lots of floral designs, obviously, because it's Modern Garden. The paper is Calypso Coral, Garden Green, Mossy Meadow, Poppy Parade, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. I've not seen so much Garden Green for a very long time. We've got it in both annual and the mini. Oh, Janet, they are definitely bright. Hello, Shaz. I'm so pleased you found your dog. With a label punch and no dies. Absolutely. Punch. Love a punch. Right. Okay, so... Oh, I'll take it out. These are the papers. So we have obviously a floral with splodges on the back. Ditzy floral with generic stripes. Kind of roses with diagonals. Whoa, that's bright. So dashes with a floral on the other side. These feel very 1970s. I can remember having wallpaper that was similar to this. Stripe on the back. More ditzy with stripe. And that's on a pink background. So I think it's a faded Poppy Parade background. Poinsettias. So we have got something that's a bit more Christmassy with splodges. Oops. And then this ditzy with a stripe. Diagonal stripe. And we have a ribbon to go with it, which is this one. And I can't decide I think there is an embellishment that goes with it, and I can't decide if it's blooming pearls, because that's why they're called blooming pearls. So these go with. So the ribbon is, we've had a ribbon similar but not in this colour. So it's Calypso Coral braided linen trim. So we've had a natural that's similar but I think a bit wider. Come on. It's stuck with sticky tape. Come on. Up you come. Trouble is I've cut my nails because my nails are breaking. So it's quite narrow, but it is that braided, so you could unbraid it if you wanted a frayed end. And you get masses and masses of that. And then our blooming pearls, which are gorgeous. There's, apart from the gold, they're sort of iridescent. Really nice. Really nice. Right to floor for those. This is where I try and put 6x6 paper back in its little pack. Under one of the swimming pool decks. Oh no! At least you found him. Hello, Carol. Yeah, I'm going to probably, Jessie, I think I'll probably ignore Christmas, frankly, and just use it as a floral set. I know there is a Christmas greeting, but I think I'll just use it as a floral. I like the Calypso Coral ribbon as well. Very nice. So that's that. Right, we're getting down. We are getting down. So more wishes. So you remember we've got a very similar set to this, but that is Happy Birthday Friend, hello. So we've got You, Merry New Year, Christmas to Love and Wishes in both the cursive and the block capital. It's photopolymer. There really isn't anything more that can be said about it, but it goes with what we've already got, which I always love. Right. Night Divine. So we've got Joy and Peace, The Lord is my shepherd, Glory to God in the highest. Now, I'll come back to that one. Oh Holy Night, The stars are brightly shining, and this is the one I have an issue with because I can spell, and trust me, Counselor is not spelt like that. It is in America. But it's He shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. And it comes with the barn dies, so you can do your nativity scene. So it's not an obvious set of dies to go with the sentiments, but it is the set that goes with sentiments. And it goes with, now there is another stamp set, but it is a hybrid dies, so because we haven't got the embossing folder yet, I wasn't going to buy the bundle, but this all goes with Oh Holy Night, which has one of the most gorgeous ribbons. Ooh, the sun's just creeping round. Hopefully I will be done by the time it becomes too much. So this is Black, Boho Blue, Copper Clay, Crumb Cake, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Pebble Path and Very Vanilla. So, generic. You know, I like a generic background. Stars with a kind of mottled background. Generic, to my mind that is generic. More stars. So again, could be non-Christmas. There is a pattern in the background that is not Christmas, but again it's splodgy with something at the bottom. Oh, it just fades. Yeah, so it just fades. So that's the bottom of this. So it's just blue ombre. More blue mottled background with stars. More stars with a sort of swooshy background. Again, not Christmas. Kind of almost acrylic painty, but flat. Generic background. And then this is the only one that I would say is screaming Christmas at me. So I want this set, but it's out of stock at the moment. Oh no, I don't think it's that one that's out of stock, Shaz. I thought it was only the other, because this is a double stamp set. So I think the suite, if you wanted the whole suite, you couldn't, because one embossing folder is missing. So you can't get the bundle, is I think what's happening. And we've got star, adhesive back star trinkets. And then, as I say, the ribbon is to die for. So this is, we've had ribbons similar to this before in black with silver and white with silver. Still have the white with silver, although it's a bit narrower. This is Night of Navy with gold, which, don't know, it's going to show up. Only you can see that it's sparkly, but it's gorgeous. But I did look at the website this morning, so unless it's changed since this morning, which is possible. So that's that. St. Nicholas has dies. So this is a very good, you know, old-fashioned Father Christmas. So we've got with joy, peace and love, a simple letter sent to say thinking of you this Christmas day. May the Christmas season fill your home. Many merry thoughts and wishes. 2 Father Christmas images. We've got this, is that one stamp? Yes, so we've got mulled wine, cider, gingerbread man and a candy cane. We've got a bag of toys, post box, and then the dies have both of the Father Christmases, these as separate, so it's one die but you die cut them separately, the bag, and then we've got bricks. Oh, I see. So this is snow that comes off. I think you're meant to make a like chimney breast, little wreath. So lots and lots of bits and pieces to play with. I think that's one to have a look at the catalogue and see what they've used them all for. So that's St. Nicholas. I'm probably going to call it Father Christmas. Right, yeah, so if you're after the suite, you can't get the suite until the embossing folder comes in, Shaz. It's supposed to come in this week. Yeah, the ribbon is gorgeous, Inaka. I agree. Right, okay. Sending cheer comes with dies. So we've got a gingerbread man with a face. For you, 2 from, open me, no peeking, sending cheer, XO ho. This obviously goes in here. We've got our stocking and stuff. So we've got the stocking gingerbread man with a tag. So we're making tags. This is a tag. This is the Christmas present with the, so you can die cut the bow to go on the Christmas present in different paper. All sorts. Got a little hat that you can turn into a tag because it's got a hole there. We've got the ends of the toe and the heel for the stocking. So lots and lots and lots of dies there to build up your imagery for your tags. Yeah, I have to say, Shans, I was hoping that all of the suites were going to be available because it does save on putting in all those numbers, but they weren't. Hey ho. Tricks and treats. So trick or treat, eek! Haunted house, Frankenstein, Dracula. Actually, technically it's not Frankenstein, it's his monster. Headstones, stars, bats. No, that's not the right one. Let's open the right one. Little ghost. So, tricks and treats, we've got a bag, which is the main reason I got it. And then we've got all sorts of bits. So the haunted house, we've got Frankenstein's monster, we've got Dracula, we've got tags, all sorts. These are the corn candy shape. So you can make your corn candy. if you really want to. You've got the holes for your bag, you've got boo, a zigzag, all sorts. All sorts. I think the only thing that is, so there's a big ghost, so we haven't got little dies, but I can live without little dies. So that's Tricks and Treats, and the one that I was opening by mistake, which alphabetically is ahead of Tricks and Treats, is the Tiny Christmas Tree die, which is a bit like the Dots die that we've already got, but it's tiny Christmas trees, so you can make shakers out of the trees. That would be gorgeous on that foil, the green foil. Lovely. Lovely. I've definitely missed out some sweets. However, Winter Owls comes with dies. So, and I got this particularly because a friend of mine loves owls. As we're in France now, I can't order yet, so when we're back, I can get the sweet. Absolutely, Innika, it should be in stock. Why can't you order just because you're in France? Is that because you can't get it picked, because you haven't got anyone to take delivery? Because I use all of the websites, all of the countries' websites, quite happily. But as a customer, if I'm ordering... So if I want to send something to, if I wanted to send something to you, for example, I would go onto the Dutch site so that I can have it sent direct to you. So we've got May You Have Time to Enjoy the Quiet Moments of the Season, Sending Love, Warm Wishes. We've got the 3 owl images. We've got an owl that you can make out of die cut images. We've got 2 branches. We've got a little hidey hole that he can, the owl can have. We've got a circle die for the moon. It's the samples are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, what have I missed? I've missed some paper. I've missed some embellishments. Couldn't make it up. So I've missed a ribbon. So this is black and vanilla gingham ribbon. It's slightly wider than the black and white ribbon, which I have a little piece of here. So that's the black and white we already have. Sorry about this light coming in. Let's see if I can block it at all. Yay! If I balance that there. So this is the black and white we've already got. This is the vanilla and black. You probably can't see the difference in colour, but it is definitely vanilla rather than white. That's not to say you can't colour it with your blends, because you can. They will just be slightly softer colours, but nice to have some vanilla ribbon. We've also got the adhesive back speckle dots, and I can't remember which these go with. I forgot to write down my password. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, with you. Bye, Kay. See you soon. Shaz likes the owls. So these are the dots, speckled dots. They are exactly what they say. They're speckled dots. Can't remember, as I say, which suite they go with. I'll do the ribbon that the paper that I haven't done yet, of which there is quite a lot. So this is Joy of Christmas. So this goes with the Joy of Christmas stamp set. Strange that. So this is the paper that's on the back of the catalogue, for those of you who have a paper catalogue already. And we've got Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pebble Path, Real Red and Shaded Spruce. Nice generic background in shaded spruce with berries, basically. Pecan Pie music with a check, but it's very much a fabric check, not a rigid check, so it's got movement in it. Speckly Speckles with leaves, generic. So far I'm thinking generic. Pebble Path music with, okay, we've got a holly leaf. Got a holly leaf and pine needles. This would work really well with the owls because it's that wood effect with knots in the wood. Again, shaded spruce, fabric, not geometric, check. Pebble Path, same wood effect with poinsettias. So again, this is a little more Christmassy, but not hugely Christmas. I like Christmas, don't get me wrong, I love Christmas, but I also like, and I'm very conscious of the fact that a lot of my customers don't want just Christmas, they want things that they can use for things as well as Christmas, so that would work. This is the Walk in the Forest. This is one you're going to miss because it's right at the front of the catalogue before we get into any of the sweets, and this is the give back paper. So I want to say it's £3, but it may be €3 and £2.50 that goes to charity. Balmy Blue, Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pretty Peacock, Stripe, generic. Christmas trees, snowflakes, Christmas trees, Stripe, probably candy cane, but not definitely. More of our lovely bears, but more stylized. Just Balmy Blue with white dots all over it, which okay could be snow. Lovely pine cones and stuff, but very graphic. Pine needles, pine cones, absolutely love the DSP, yeah. Oh, thank you, Inika, yes. A thumbs up is always appreciated. So we've got, again, quite a graphic pine needles and berries. Christmas trees with more bears and Christmas trees. So this is, as I say, this is the give back. Right, what's this called? Joyful. So this, I think, goes with the Joyful Christmas. So the one we just looked at, or the one before the one we just looked at. So this is foiled, single-sided, cherry cobbler and shaded spruce with gold foil. So we've got a plaid, wood grain, I love a wood grain, foil wood grain. That with owls, cherry cobbler music, leaves and berries, subtle foiling on that. So that's that. So that goes with that pack that I said was suitably generic. So that pack. So those two are from the same suite. This is from the Oh Holy Night, so the one that's got all those backgrounds, and then the one kind of Arabian landscape. So this is Night of Navy and Very Vanilla with gold foil. And again, you could use this for anything. So you get one of each pattern, and you get one of each in both Night of Navy and Very Vanilla. So that's that. Beautiful. The thing with these foils is you don't need much. This is oxidized copper specialty paper. No idea which suite this goes with. Not a clue. Possibly the autumn. She says grabbing at straws. Oh, that'll be my balancing, not balancing anymore. There we go. So yes, I think this is the autumn paper. So it's copper and Pretty Peacock. So this, I think it's copper clay at the background there with copper on top. This is gorgeous, just saying. Have I missed the host set? No, because I haven't got the host set. Because as a demonstrator, and I mean, you'll know this, Shaz, but anyone who's not a demonstrator, when we do a pre-order, if we want the host set, we have to pay for it. I'm going to be putting in an order that's big enough to get the host set. Yeah, so it is the autumn. Thank you. So there is a host set, it's a stamp set, and it's frames, so it's stamped frames with foliage from memory. So I've got something in my eye now, it'll be fine. Snowflake Specialty DSP. I'm thinking, is this the Winter Wonderlandy paper? Or is it the Bears? It's Lost Lagoon, which doesn't give us many clues. I think this is the winter paper. So snowflakes, frost. I mean, it feels like that the winter sweet, and more snowflakes. So yeah. So no, I do draw the line at paying for a host set when I can get it with stamping rewards in September. There are limits. Not many, but there are limits. Right, so we have got brushed gold cards and envelopes. So these are obviously the envelopes. Let's have a look at the cards. These are fairly well hidden as well. It is the Winter Meadow. I thought it probably was. Thank you, Carol. So the cards. Ooh, let's have a look in the inside. Okay, so the inside of the gold envelopes is white, and these are the cards. So again, get yourself some basic white cardstock, slice, and yeah, that's what I'd do. And I'd have some of them in the nice pretty envelopes and some of them not. You'd know whether you were a very, very good friend of mine or just someone I'm sending a card to, depending on whether you get a gold envelope or not. But I would split those personally. Classic gift card envelopes. They are exactly what they say they are. And they've got a little slit so you can fold them over and tuck them in. They are stampable, so you can stamp on them, and you get 20 in a pack. How much do you have to spend to be able to get the host set? In sterling it's £150. I can't remember what it is in euros. Can't remember. I'll have a look in a minute. But yes, so that's those. And we're nearly there. So loose holly gems and sequins. And you've actually got music notes in here as well. So you've got holly, music, gems, and they are actually gems. So yeah, it's basically holly, gems, and music. But just get myself a piece of paper to put those all back in. And there are different sizes of gems, so you've got large or small, but they are red. And they're flat backed, so you could stick them if you wished, otherwise you can use them as shakers. Now of course if you wanted to, you could separate out all the holly and the notes and keep the holly for Christmas and the notes for another time. Just saying. Right, got one more thing, but I'm going to grab a pack of catalogues and have a look at the back for the euro value of the host set. Obviously I'm not going to show you the inside. There's the outside. I have to say I don't like the graphics. I like that, but I don't like the graphics. Right, so for the host set, it is 200 euros or £150 before you get your stamping rewards, and you can only get the stamp set with rewards. So there's one that's autumnal and one that's more Christmas, but of the frames, and they're called, what are they called? They're called Framing Foliage, which kind of says it all. It's foliage in frames. So the only other thing that I bought, which from memory is on page 49 of the catalogue, maybe 47, but I think it's 49, Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. Lovely for shaker cards, absolutely Inika. So we have got Houndstooth. In fact, let's get some dark card. Let's grab a piece of dark card. Looks like dark to me because it's black. Right, so we've got Houndstooth, we've got Snowflakes, we've got Leaves and Acorns, so generic winter, autumn, or if you must, fall. And then we have got Layering, which do come with little notches, so you know where to marry them up. And there's sunflowers. So we've got the flowers, we've got the leaf, which you can just see lines up beautifully. Then we've got the centres and the shading for the centres. So I'm a happy girl because my team are sunflowers. So I have to say, if you are one of my team, I would suggest you don't buy this pack because I may possibly be sending out a little early Christmas present to everyone when I can order more than one, because it just screams my team, because my team are the sunflowers, because that's what my logo is. It's for no other reason than that. So yes, I got terribly excited when I saw those. So Shaz says she thought of me when she saw those. You bought those masks because of the sunflowers. Absolutely. And as I say, possibly the team might be getting an early Christmas present. So, you know, after the 6th of September, because as customers, you cannot buy any of this until the 6th of September. I will be doing product shares, and I'm doing paper, a paper plus. So if you take the paper, you can add the plus. You can't have the plus on its own. So the paper will be what I would call the sweet papers, not the specialties. So even though some of the specialty papers are in the suite, I'm splitting them out. So if it's foiled but isn't the main paper, so for example the foiled paper that goes with the Oh Holy Night, I'm using that as a plus. So you can get the paper plus, or ribbon and embellishments, and I'm doing those together, so you get the ribbons and the embellishments, or you can get all of it. And I'm doing a quarter and a half. The embellishments are a bit odd because of how many there are in some of the packs, the way they divide. So for example, the I think this is one of the ones which you can't actually divide in half. Yeah, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could do slice, but then I've got 15, no, 7, 21 here. 21's not divisible by 2. So I've got some of them I'm doing in weird amounts. But hello, Jill. But I will give all that detail when I do my graphics, which will be soon. But that still, you can't get that until customer orders. But if you are a customer and you want any of these items in August, particularly if you want to do Halloween, you kind of need to get it early. So you'd need to get the starter kit. You do not need to do anything other than get the starter kit. If you then just want to, you know, stop being a demonstrator, that is fine. But it's always worth having a go. So that's it, really. Let me flip the camera up. How long have we been going? Quite a long time. An hour and 14 minutes. Wow. Anyway, so thank you very much if you've persevered with me the whole way through. If you found that helpful, a thumbs up is appreciated. If you don't already subscribe, you may wish to do that. If you don't subscribe to my newsletter, particularly if you're in Europe and are thinking you might want a product share, I would heartily suggest that you sign up for my newsletter, because then you'll hear about the product shares early. But But yeah, thank you very much indeed. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will be back tomorrow live, maybe a little late. I've got a meeting before the live, but I will be live tomorrow. The shoulder is not too bad. It's still saying hello, but it's not saying ah anymore. So thank you very much indeed, and I will persevere. You loved it. Thank you, Inika. So yes, thank you very much indeed, and I will see you again tomorrow maybe. Bye for now. Where's my mouse gone? There's my mouse. I can never find it. Anyway, bye for now.